Hey, what's going on, guys? This is I'm an artist. I have a small audience on YouTube here, but I feel like this might get some views from some people that don't know me yet. And I just wanted to show you guys some NFT projects that I've been looking into. I've been absolutely obsessed with this scene ever since I first got introduced to it by Gary V. If we just search right now, V Friends. This was the first project I ever really truly felt in my gut like it was an amazing investment, but didn't pull the trigger on it, unfortunately, when they were first being minted, because I didn't have a whole lot of money, and this is a whole new technology, and I was pretty nervous to spend, thousands of dollars on a JPEG. But now looking back, we kind of realized, well, I think I made a major mistake, because if we go here now, let's search recently sold, or actually, sorry, let's go click this. All right, so these are being sold right now for like 18 Ethereum. All right, you could have bought one of these for like 1 Ethereum, maybe 2. Like, I'm talking about the basic ones. They're selling for fucking 20, 18, 17. This is insane. This is thousands and thousands of dollars. That's like over 30K, It's absolutely insane. So I'm beating myself up. I could have turned 3K easily into 30 in a matter of months. But that's a thing of the past. I'm not going to beat myself up over it too much, because I truly believe this NFT space is something that's going to be here forever. I believe we're all going to have crypto wallets, and we're all going to have NFTs, and we're probably going to be buying tickets as NFTs, real estate, and so on and so forth, and it gets quite complex, but that's not the point of this video. I don't want to go too far on a tangent. The reason I want to make this video is to kind of get my foot in the door, because I want to be a part of this NFT community, crypto community, because I can just feel it in my gut, dude. I can just feel it in my gut, like this is it, and I need to be a part of it, especially because I'm an artist too. So it would be foolish for me to just not try to be a part of this and get involved in the community. If you would like to join my Discord, feel free. And if you have a Discord, I would love to join that, because I'm trying to meet friends and people that are into this, where we can help each other out, show each other projects we're looking at, and stuff like that. So today's video, I'm just going to show you guys 5 different NFTs that I'm looking at. And I will tell you right now, I do not own a single NFT. Okay, so this is all, I'm just going to show you projects that I've been looking at, because I've been spending hours and hours and hours and hours of research in this kind of space. And I just want to share with you why I like certain projects, and the ones that I think could be worthy of good investments. And the first one is Atom Bomb Squad. The reason why it struck me is because, I'm not a hype beast, but definitely like streetwear. Used to rock this as a kid and stuff. This is a brand that has, been around for 20 years. It's ran by this guy named Bobby, who's a fucking hustler. He does a little bit of everything. I really like that he hopped on the NFTs early. Not too many big companies and stuff are hopping in and making projects like he did, like Gary did. And I think this one has a lot of potential. The one scary thing is that there is 25,000 of them, so that is kind of high, but what you like to see is that there are a fair few owners. You don't want to see 25,000 items and like 1,000 owners, because that means some people are going to have hundreds and hundreds of these bombs, and that'll just ruin the price of these things, and it's not really fair that way. So this is the first project. What's cool about it is that these are all very original. Every single one, it's not computer generated like all these stupid fucking profile pic projects that are coming out. They're just randomly generated. Like, as an artist, as someone that cares about aesthetics and stuff like that, I find a lot of these projects just look like dog shit. So just first of all, one of the first things I love about this is very appealing to the eye. That was the first thing. The other cool thing is that the metadata is not out on these yet. Okay, so basically what that means is they're going to release the metadata, which will then tell you, oh, this one is rare, and this one is not, or whatever the case is. I'm not saying either of those are, but you'll kind of notice they're all different styles and stuff like that. And some are more rare than others. And the rare ones are going to be worth more, but we don't know which ones are the rare ones or not. But we do know that this is all based on the history of the hundreds. And we also know that there's 20 years worth of blog posts. So if you want to go and do your homework and see when the big collabs happened and research when maybe they linked up with BBC and did that collab and try to find that bomb, you can do that. But a lot of that stuff has been snagged up already. But still a really cool project. The thing is, this is the floor price is about 0.2 Ethereum. So that's a decent amount of money. That's what, like $600 or $700 roughly, something like that. But it's a cool project. I definitely am going to buy one of these. I'm just kind of waiting for the right moment, because if we go low to high, yeah, I just haven't really fallen in love with any of these floor ones yet, and I'm not trying to spend more than 0.25 ETH on a single NFT yet until I'm a little bit more confident. But that's the first one. Resonated with me a lot. I really like it. I think there's a lot of potential. It's got a good community on Discord, and it's a reputable brand that's been around for a long time. So I think there's a lot of potential with this. And there's also some utility and some other cool things, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Another NFT I've been looking at, and I really want one of these because I'm a hardcore, or not a hardcore Eminem fan, but I used to be a massive fan of, Slim Shady and all that. I think he's kind of, it's hard to be at the top forever, I guess. But what I do like about this is the floor price is very low, 0.12 ETH. We click on that. That's what? $413. It's still pricey for a fucking JPEG, but I think this has a lot of potential. But the thing that I don't like about the project is that there's only 256 owners, which kind of scares me. There's 3,500 items dispersed, or only around 250 people. So some of the people in here are gonna own pretty much all of these, which kind of fucks the price up and worries me a little bit. But I feel like there's not that many in general, and NFTs aren't that popular. So I think this is a really, really good long-term buy. That's what I think. Guys, I'm a noob though. That's why I'm talking about this. I want to conversate with you guys and hear more about this too. I'm trying to do my research and understand if it's going to be a good investment or not. I'm going to buy one most likely just to get my foot in the door, and it's a relatively affordable price, somewhat. Still expensive, for most of us, especially with gas and blah, blah, blah. But it's an exciting little project. I'm probably going to dive into that one a little bit. The next one is going to be this little shroomy one. Thing that stuck out for me right away was that there was lots of sales going on with this when I was looking at it. Also, I like the art. I think the art looks pretty sweet. Another cool thing about this is that they have phase 2 coming out, which is basically you're going to have the ability to burn one of these. If you own one, you can burn it and basically trade it for a new, we don't know what the NFT is going to be yet, but they'll give you another NFT in replacement of these if you burn them. And I believe the floor price, someone told me, was going to be 0.69, but I think they meant it was going to be 0.069. Or they're going to match like the floor price of these. So hopefully I didn't confuse you too much. I'm still wrapping my head around all the terms and stuff to use. But I think this could be a pretty good project. And it's actually even cheaper than all of the other two that I've shown you, which is the reason that I'm going to buy one. That one, it says $69, but that's not what the price you're going to be able to get at. You might be able to get one for like $200. You might be able to. Maybe a little bit more plus gas, but it looks like a pretty cool project. I could see it doing pretty well. 33,000 owners, 10,000 items, not bad. You want at least like 25, this number to be around 25% at least of this, or else it gets a little spooky. If this is only 10% of that, you might be in a little trouble. But that's that project. We'll see what happens with that. I think I'm going to potentially buy one. What else we got? Unusual whales. This one wasn't too crazy. Like, this one's not sticking out too much for me. And these are all projects that are kind of new, guys. Like, we've obviously got a lot of other projects that have blown up, but these are kind of ones that are up and coming that I see could have potential. This one, I don't love the art. I think this is kind of like a computer generated art thing where, I don't know. I just prefer it when they put a little more care into it. So This was released the other day for I think 0.069 ETH, and now you can buy them for like 0.64 ETH, 0.63. So you can buy it for a little bit less than what they were minted at, which is kind of strange. But I think the whole market right now is dipping a bit in general. Unusual Whales. Well, the cool thing about this is that it's a utility NFT, which means if you own one of these, then you get access to some of the utilities that the Unusual Whales give you, which are basically they're going to share tools with you to better research NFTs. And so maybe they'll be able to show you projects that you didn't know about early, show you analytics that you didn't know yet. It's basically a way to get your foot into the door of some more information for investing in NFTs. And a good way to see if a project's good or not too is obviously, go to their Twitter, how many followers they got. These guys got a lot. These guys I think these guys gave stock advice originally, and then they kind of entered the NFT scene. And so they're bringing a lot of people from their stock crew into the NFT scene, and a lot of people to the NFT scene are coming in and joining their stock crew, if that makes sense. So there's that one. And the last one I just want to touch on a little bit, and I don't know too much about this project if I'm just being completely honest, but what I did like about it is that Gary Vee holds one, so that does hold some weight. What I really like is 5,000 owners and 10,000 items. So that's a really good ratio you want to see. The floor price is 0.25, which is starting to get a little bit expensive. Let's see what they're selling for. Yeah, they're selling for about 0.25 right now, which would be $600. No, that's 1.175. So it's probably like, almost $1,000 after gas, roughly. And keep in mind too, ETH is low at this exact moment. But yeah, those are like the 5 projects that I've been kind of looking at a little bit as of recently at September 9th, 2021. If you guys have any projects you would like me to look at or just share with me, or Discords that I could join, I would just love to get more involved in this community and learn more. Like I said, I'm still a noob. I don't own a single NFT yet, but I fully believe this is the future. This is something I want to be a part of. And this is something this is an opportunity I think that is never going to come back around for a long, long time. Kind of like the internet boom back in the day. This is like Web 3.0, a whole new thing. And this is very, very, very early, because if you think about it, not very much of the population even has crypto in general. Personally, I give NFTs value. I have a lot of friends that think it's bullshit. They just think they're JPEGs. But the thing is, it doesn't matter what most of the people think, because there is a market for this. There is a certain amount of people that give these value. And personally, I give these value, and there's another small crowd that does too. And that's all we need, because we're the ones paying for it. It doesn't matter if everybody else thinks that's bullshit. That's totally fine. It's no different than buying, a piece of cardboard, a rookie card. I used to buy those. Like, it's really the same thing. But anyways, before I go on too far of a tangent, thanks for watching, guys. This was I Am. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter or whatever, Instagram, whatever you got. Let's keep in touch. Let's find some new projects together. And yeah, let's go straight to the moon, baby. Meet you there. Toodles.